A bad diet can impact your health and your wallet. Dr. Robert Lustig is the author of a new book that helps connect diet, health, society, and more. Welcome, Doctor.
How are you? Thanks very much for having me, Elsa.
I'm doing well, and I'm happy to have you here. So tell us about your new book.
Well, the book basically explains what the word healthy means. The FDA, the USDA do not know what it means. They've never really defined it, but I define it in this book, and it's 6 words: protect the liver, feed the gut. Any food that does both is healthy. Any food that does neither is poison, and any food that does one or the other but not both is somewhere in the middle. And the empiric data actually bear this out. I'll give you an example real quick. An apple versus an apple sauce versus an apple drink. An apple does both. Apple drink does neither. And an apple sauce will feed your gut but not protect your liver. So is somewhere in the middle, and that's what the data show. So this has everything to do with this tsunami of chronic disease that we are now facing in America. Type 2 diabetes, hypertension, lipid problems, cardiovascular disease, cancer, dementia, polycystic ovarian disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. This is 75% of all healthcare dollars, and it's because of our food.
You know, it's really, really scary, and I can see that you are very passionate about this subject. Can you talk about the dangers of processed foods?
Well, processed food do several things to the body. Number one, it causes liver fat, which then causes the liver not to work well, making the pancreas have to make extra insulin. And that extra insulin, number one, drives weight gain, but also drives all the chronic diseases such as heart disease and cancer. In addition, sugar that's been added to processed food drives the aging reaction. It's the cause of cataracts, it's the cause of wrinkles, and it's the cause of cardiovascular disease and diabetes. And number three, that sugar molecule activates the reward center of the brain, driving increased consumption through a process that's akin to addiction.
And if we are trying to avoid processed food, what are some of the healthy choices that we can easily add to our diets?
Well, the best thing to do is when you go to the store, stick to the edges of the store into the refrigerator aisles, because that's where the real food is. And the way you know real food is very simple. It doesn't have a label. There's no label on a broccoli. There's no label on a radish. There's no label on an orange. Okay, but there is a label on orange juice. And that's because something's been done to it. It's the degree of processing. And unfortunately, what's been done to the food is not on the label. So you need to look at a label as a warning label.
It's really something that we all need to think about. Remind us again how we can get a hold of your book.
The book is at pretty much every bookstore. If there are any more bookstores, you can certainly get it on Amazon or Barnes and Noble. There's a Kindle version. And if you want to know more, go to my website, metabolical.com. And you will find the 1,054 references to the primary literature. So this book is a big book, and it is well annotated and well referenced.
All right, such important information. Dr. Lustig, thank you so much for being with us. Really appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.